What do you think we should do for the blog tonight?
iPhone.
What do you think we should do for the blog tonight?
Sleep.
Harley and I have decided that we would talk books. In particular, we're going to give a book recommendation and what we are currently reading or what's next on our reading list. What book do you recommend?
I don't know. Book.
Read any good books lately? None?
Except Cat in the Hat School.
Cat in the Hat? Can you recommend that one?
What if we have a bedtime story? I did a book with it. Doing it with the vlog.
Once Upon a Time?
I did a book. I know a book.
There was a couple little girls.
I did a book. And I did a book.
Who went to bed?
But
Hey, it's me. Good night, Storm. We were discussing earlier on what to talk about. One book we are reading now and one book that we recommend. I recommend Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland. I know you can't read this, but obviously I really love this book and have everything like marked down from like deep meaning quotes, just something I liked that stuck out to me. Whatever the case was, you know, your teen drama, romance, just that kind of stuff. And what I'm reading right now is a bunch of research stuff for a psychology research PowerPoint.
I may have abused my privileges as a teacher to print off all of those psychology reports that Harley's reading. It's for education.
It is literally going to be the death of me. But that is all I have for now. Good night, Storm.
So my first part is going to be my book recommendation. And part of this is that I just really like reading nonfiction. I do not like fake stories. I don't like made up things. It's just not my bag. I don't like going that route. I love realistic things. Another thing is that I'm a huge WWE fan, and I have been ever since I was a little kid. Been to several events, have met several wrestlers, have several autographs, and I like to keep adding to that collection and continue to keep adding to the material that I have as for wrestling stuff. So when I was able to, I ordered Mayor Kane by Glenn Jacobs, or better known as Kane in the WWE universe. And when I ordered that, I ordered it from Premier Collectibles. And it was really cool to order from Premier Collectibles because they provided me with a certificate of authenticity, that it was an official book. And the reason they did that is because Premier Collectibles always sells signed, autographed books. And I have bought a couple from Premier Collectibles, and I have a couple more on my list that I'm wanting to buy soon. But Mayor Kane is the story from WWE wrestler Glenn Jacobs Kane about his movement through wrestling and his career there, and eventually winding up as mayor of Knoxville County, and his life and transition into politics.
Speaking of books, one of the pairs that works in my class does and has done this for 20 years. She starts reading the evening of Thanksgiving until Christmas Day. And she said she's read a couple of books, Christmas books, in between that time for 20 years now. And as an English teacher, it's been something that I've been trying to do a lot more of, is reading, which was not hard before I became an adult, and then I became an adult. and things have become harder then. But I just want to make a shout out to our wonderful Marva. I'm halfway through this book, and I know it's not Thanksgiving yet, but she gave me a book that's this thick that I'm going to start reading the evening of Thanksgiving once everybody's settled down. And I'm going to start my 20-year process of reading Christmas books, you know, in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So shout out to Marva. Almost done with this book, and then I'm going to start the big old whopping one that she gave me a couple days ago.
Just to make note, everybody who mentions Christmas before Thanksgiving should be punished. It's a sin. The book that I will be reading next and getting to is called Under the Black Flag, The Romance and the Reality of Life Among the Pirates, and it is by David Cordingly. And I am super excited to start this one. I had seen it in Wham, the bookstore in the mall in Salina, and then decided that I didn't want to pay how much it was. So kind of a side recommendation, used books on Amazon. But I love pirates. I love the history of pirates. I am a huge fan of Edward Teach, or Edward Thatch, or Blackbeard, however you want to refer to him. And I wanted to kind of dive into the actual real history of what it was like to live on a pirate ship and to go about those pieces, because it's probably not as romantic and idolized as we really think it is, but I wanted to know. So, Under the Black Flag. And Mayor Kane. Good night, Harley. Some good books that maybe you could look forward to enjoying. I forget to mention it everywhere else in the video, and I don't include it in my introduction, and Harley didn't mention it, but today's November 19th, and that means we have been vlogging for 1 week so far. And according to my poor math calculations, if we're doing this for a year, that means we have 51 more weeks. Also, have you guys met my wife?